Hello everyone, welcome back. It's been a while. I'm on a little break from uni right now, so I thought why not jump into a new show. There were a few that I had on my mind and I decided very last minute to go with House of the Dragon. Ta-da! It's only one season as well. That was a big motivator. I struggle so much doing these really long shows, especially for consistently trying to release reaction videos. But anyway, yeah, House of the Dragon, I thought, I've already got like a foot in it already because I did watch all of Game of Thrones. I was a fanatic. I read a lot of the books, not all of them. Wait, the first one, second one, third one? I think I'm like halfway through the fourth one, and then I just stopped reading it one random day in 2017, and then never went back to it. I probably should, I feel bad for that actually. But obviously the TV show didn't end the way most people wanted. It was very disappointing actually, and so I really didn't have very high hopes for the House of the Dragon. That's why I never watched it when it first started coming out, but I've heard a lot of good things. Should I take off my glasses? Just to get rid of that distraction. Sorry. Oh, I have to get adjust to it. Sorry. I didn't expect much from it. I thought, we've done with this Game of Thrones thing, this era. Just move on. But apparently it's pretty good, House of the Dragon. So, I don't know. I used to be so into this shit, man. I knew all the lore. I used to listen to multiple podcasts to analysing not just the TV show, but the books. I was in it. I wanted to go to... They had like a Game of Thrones Comic-Con thing. What was it called? Like ThroneCon or some shit like that. Yeah, I was deep in it. I really loved it. And it kind of hurts me that I can't properly rewatch Game of Thrones anymore without feeling really upset about the ending. I think the show peaks at like the end of season 4, and yeah, up to season 4 it's amazing, and then season 5 there is a dip in quality and it just gets worse and worse from there really. But yeah, no, I have high hopes for this, and yeah, it might get me back into the whole thing. That'll be really fun. I love being like obsessive over some fantasy show or some fantasy series. It's really exciting. What do I know about House of the Dragon beforehand? I know that Matt Smith is in it. Doctor Who, Matt Smith is in it. I know that there's a time jump where they change actors, and I know that it's mostly based on the Targaryens, I believe. So yeah, I like the Targaryens, cool people. To be fair, my favourite house is Lannister. I thought they were always the most interesting. But yeah, I know this is set way before Game of Thrones, so I don't know, there could be some shit going down. Yeah, I really don't know too much, so let's just watch it.
As the first century of the Targaryen dynasty
came to a
close,
voiceover?
The health of the old king was failing.
Is this Helen Mirren talking? Sounds like her.
With 10 adult dragons under its yoke.
Oh, look at that.
No power in the world could stand against it. King Jaehaerys
What
reigned
happened
over
here?
nearly 6. Tragedy had claimed both his sons, leaving his succession in doubt. Over 1,000 lords made the journey to Harrenhal.
Harrenhal? Oh shit,
14
my
succession
knowledge of all the
claims were
law
heard.
has gone out my head.
But only 2 were truly considered. Princess Rhaenys Targaryen, the king's eldest descendant, and her younger cousin, Prince Viserys Targaryen.
I know this actress.
The king's eldest male.
Paddy Considine is a
descendant.
great actor, I love him. Oh, this is going to be a lot for me to try and take in, shit.
The Prince Viserys Targaryen,
Paddy Considine.
Prince of Dragonstone.
Rhaenys,
So she
a
lost,
woman,
Rhaenys.
would not inherit the Iron Throne.
I like how they have to mention that she's a woman, as if you can't
The
tell.
lords instead chose Viserys. My father.
Ah,
Jaehaerys called the Great Council to prevent a war being fought over his succession.
good guy.
For he knew the cold truth.
What?
The only thing that could tear down the House of the Dragon
Is the dragons themselves.
was itself.
There we go. Oh, this is exciting. Is it going to have the same theme tune as Game of Thrones? Dun, 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 dun. Ramin Djawadi, is that the name of the composer? Is he on this as well? I wonder what the similarities are. Oh, night view, okay. Yeah, I wonder... Oh, I can't talk. There's so much information. Daenerys. Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I wonder what the crossover is between the people working on this show and working on the original show. Is it the same people? All of them? I know it's not the same showrunners. The thing I really liked about the original series was less so the fantasy, like the dragons and all that, and the Night King, It was always the politics. That's why I really loved the early seasons. There was so much there. It was so juicy. All the drama going on at King's Landing. That was my shit. And my flatmate told me, who's watched this, said there is a lot more of that in this show. This is King's Landing, right? Before Daenerys wipes it out. this what the castle looked like? I don't remember. Maybe this is the old castle. What's the name of the original castle? I feel bad for not remembering all this stuff. I used to know all the details about all the houses, the names of their castles. Harrenhal, I swear, is not in King's Landing.
Welcome back, Princess. I trust your ride was pleasant.
The daughter of
I am
Viserys?
relieved. Saves my head from a spike.
He's Scottish.
Syrax is growing quickly. She'll soon be as large as Caraxes. That's almost large enough to settle too. I believe I'm quite content as a spectator. Thank you.
Well, she's not a Targaryen. Who is she? Are they filming in all the same locations as before? Wasn't this stuff all filmed in Dubrovnik? And then the main stuff was filmed in Northern Ireland. I literally went to Belfast to see where they filmed the show. That's how deep I was in it. I got to see just like, because I was on a double-decker bus, so I got a good like view from above, so I could see like the skyline of King's Landing that they had built, that after it had been burnt down by Daenerys as well. And this was a spoiler because the season hadn't come out yet. Fun fact. What is the name of this building, this castle? Is it? I can't remember. Here we go, that's the real music. Are these two besties? Or lovers? You never know.
Your Grace.
Good morrow, Alicent.
Alicent.
Did you sleep?
She's just a lady
How
in
long?
waiting.
I don't need mothering, Rhaenyra.
Well,
Rhaenyra.
here you are.
Is she constantly pregnant,
Someone
this
has
woman?
to attend to you.
Where have I seen this actress in before?
This
I definitely
discomfort
recognise her.
is how we serve the realm.
I'd rather serve as a knight and ride to battle and glory.
Oh, she's like, what's her
We
name?
have royal wounds, you and I.
Fuck, I've forgotten them all.
The childbed.
Maisie Williams' character. She wants to fight.
We must learn to face it with a stiff lip.
Learn to be a
Now take
lady.
a bath. You stink of dragon.
What does dragon smell like?
Well, I believe you might be looking up the wrong end.
My lords, the growing alliance among the free cities has taken to styling itself the Triarchy. They have massed on Bloodstone and are presently ridding the Stepstones of its pirate infestation.
Well, that sounds suspiciously like good news.
Oh, I know
book.
that guy as well.
A
He's
man
in
called
Fleabag.
Kragas Drehar has styled himself the Prince Admiral of this Triarchy. They call him the Crab Feeder due to his inventive methods of punishing his enemies.
Crabby.
And are we meant to weep for dead pirates?
Fuck the
No, Your
pirates.
Grace.
Rhaenyra, you're late. King's cupbearer must not be late. Leads
She's the
people wanting
cupbearer. Nepo baby.
on Dragonbank.
Your Grace, at
They
Prince
can all smell the
Damon's
dragon on her.
urging,
Is
the
that
Crown has
egg? Why are we eating
invested
eggs?
significant capital in the retraining and re-equipping of his city
That's
watch.
Fleabag's dad.
I thought you might urge your
That's
brother to
the
fill
other
his
actor,
seat
Rhys
of council
something.
and provide an assessment of his progress as commander.
Do you think Daemon is distracted by his present tasks?
Well, one would hope so, considering the associated costs.
Then let us all consider your gold well invested, Lord Beesbury.
Lord Beesbury.
I would urge that you not allow this Triarchy much latitude in the Stepstones, Your Grace. If those shipping lanes should fall, it will beggar our ports.
The Crown has heard your report, Lord Corlys, and takes it under advisement.
Isn't he Welsh, this guy, in real life?
Shall we discuss the Heirs tournament, Your Grace?
Shall we?
I would be delighted.
Fun.
But the Maester...
The cost of the tournament is not negligible. Perhaps we might delay until the
Is
trial.
there going to be a poisoning at some point with her controlling
Most
the
of the lords and
drink?
knights are certainly on their way to King's Landing. Before the games are over, my son will be born. And the whole realm will celebrate.
Will we?
We have no way of predicting the sex of the child.
No, he's
Of
just
course,
assuming
my
it's a
maester's
son.
capable. And my heir will soon put all of this damnable hand-wringing to rest himself.
We pass through the Red Keep's gates at first light.
Does my father know his
The Red Keep, is that the name of the
It-
place? Ooh,
God be good.
It's all right, sir.
who's that? Is that more swords than...
Sparrow drivo se gauma kepus.
Nuhos odimen, kes nuhos demigos medularios.
The hang palit not stati lux daor.
Is that Matt
Se
Smith?
paves ogos corios hitumasta.
Yeah, they've got more swords here than there are in the original show.
Eu amuno trezi sikos si agevu. Ergotis perio.
Really? It doesn't go to the daughter, it goes to the uncle? She's a kid, right?
Do you know what it is?
She looks very young.
Steel.
Turn around.
I mean, the Targaryens were very incestuous, but this is...
You and I both own a small piece of our ancestry.
Okay, they're a thing, right?
Did you read it? Of course I read it.
Are we in
When
the north?
Princess Nymeria arrived in Dawn, who did she take to husband?
A man.
This was Ned Stark's
If you
favourite
answer
tree
with
and
Lord
shit,
something,
right?
Tamalo will be furious.
She's funny when she's furious.
Oh, we're still here. What are those trees called? They're special trees.
You're always like this when you're worried. You're worried your
Beautiful
father is
books.
about to overshadow you with a son.
Yes.
I only worry for my mother.
I bet the
for my
mum
father
dies.
that he gets a son. As long as I can recall, it's all he's wanted.
Mum's gonna die in childbirth.
I want to fly with you on Dragonback, see the great wonders across the narrow sea, and eat only cake.
I'm being serious.
I know
Okay,
just
Marie
about
Antoinette.
You aren't worried about your position.
Don't think she wants to be queen.
What are you doing?
Do you remember?
If the scepter sees this book,
The scepter.
Rhaenyra!
She's so rude. I've been studying medieval manuscripts recently that look a lot like that book. Tearing the pages, bruh. Ah!
Is it healing?
It has grown
Is this a
slightly,
stab
Your
wound?
Grace.
What is it?
Can you say yet what it is?
Oh, they don't know what
Sent
it is.
inquiries to the Citadel. They are searching the text for similar cases.
So is he on his way out? Is he dying?
Sitting the throne. It's nothing.
Oh, it's like a paper cut,
The
but
king
from the
has been under
source.
heavy stresses preparing for the birth. Bad humours of the mind can adversely affect the body. Whatever it is.
The four humours, right? That's medieval medicine.
Might I suggest cauterization?
Cauterization would be a wise course of treatment, Your
Is
Grace. It will be painful.
Yeah, no shit. The half up, half down with the two strands. Is that a milk bath? That looks disgusting.
You spend more time in that bath than I do on the throne.
This is the only place I can find comfort these days.
She's pregnant, leave her alone.
I wouldn't be surprised if I hatched an actual dragon.
Like Daenerys.
will be loved and cherished.
Rhaenyra has already declared that she's to have a sister. She even named
Controversial.
Dare I ask?
her Visenya.
Visenya.
She chose the dragon's egg for the cradle that she said reminded her of Vagar.
God be
How'd you come up with these names,
His family
man?
already has its Visenya.
Has there been any word from your dear brother?
Not since I named him commander of the City Watch.
Oh, he's the commander of the City
I'm
Watch.
sure he will re-emerge for the tourney.
To celebrate the firstborn son that we presently do not have.
Tell it.
Nothing will cause the babe to grow a cock if it does not already possess one.
This child's a boy,
Transgenderism.
Yeah.
I've never been more certain of anything.
He's gonna be so wrong.
It was clearer than a memory.
Oh, he's having dreams now.
Our son was born wearing Aegon's iron crown.
Usually when there are like these prophecies like this, they're just misinterpreted. Like he thinks it's gonna be his son, but just watches someone else. So it's correct,
This
but
is
just
the last time.
yeah, misinterpreted. That's all. She's refusing to have any more kids.
I've lost one babe in the cradle, had 2 stillbirths and 2 pregnancies ended well before their term.
Aww, it's a hard
That's
life.
right. In twice as many years. And I'm sorry if I have failed you in that I am. But I've mourned all the dead children like her.
How are these two related, other than husband and wife? Look at the hair. Maybe that's the reason why you can't have any kids. Incest babies. Is Commander of the City Watch the same one that Jaime was? Well, he was in the white, wasn't he? And these guys aren't in white, so maybe it's a different one. I don't remember. Or he was the head of the King's Guard or something like that.
Stray mongrels.
You're a pack of hounds.
Grr.
Sated and honed for the hunt.
Oh, okay, we're actually doing that. That's very stark of
Crime
them
of
to be
every breed
wolves.
has been allowed to thrive. Beginning tonight, King's Landing will learn to fear the colour gold.
Right, what are we doing? What's the battle here? Is there any need for this? Are they attacking people randomly, or are these targeted attacks? They don't seem targeted. Is this a play? Is this some kind of move he's making in the chessboard? Yeah, I forgot there was this much shit. Yeah, he's just doing it for the sake of it, isn't he? Cute.
It was an unprecedented roundup of criminals of every ilk.
How do you know they were
Public
criminals?
show of it.
That didn't seem like an attack of criminals.
Prince
That just
cannot
seemed like
be
a
allowed
random
to
attack.
act with this kind of unchecked impunity. You are to explain your
The hand of the
doings
king, okay.
with the City Watch.
Ooh,
Your
what are
new
these?
gold cloaks made quite the impression last night, didn't they?
Did they? The Watch was enforcing the Crown's laws.
Making a public spectacle of wanton brutality is hardly in line with our laws.
Tell
Nobles
it.
from every corner of the realm are right now descending upon King's Landing for my brother's tourney. Do you want them mugged, raped, murdered? But much of King's Landing is seen by the small folk as lawless and terrifying.
Well, he's bullshitting. He just
Our
picked
city
random
should be
people in the
safe for all its
streets.
people.
I just hope you don't have to maim half of my city to achieve this.
Tell it.
We installed Prince Daemon as commander to promote law and order.
Yeah.
The criminal element should fear the city watch.
If only the prince would show the same devotion to his lady wife as he does his work, your grace. You've not been seen in the Vale or at Runestone for quite some time.
I think my bronze bitch is happier for my absence.
Bronze
Lady
bitch?
Rhea is your wife, a good and honourable lady of the Vale.
In the Vale, men are said to fuck sheep.
The
instead
Vale
of
is
women.
where
I can assure you, the sheep are prettier.
Catelyn's family were
You made a
from?
vow before the Seven to honour your wife in marriage.
I'd gladly give Lady Rhea to you, Lord Hightower, if you're in want of a woman to
Hightower,
warm your
God,
bed.
oh.
Your own lady wife passed recently.
That's not nice. Oh, he's an arsehole, isn't he? Otto Van Bismarck.
Perhaps you aren't ready to move on just yet.
Shut up.
You know how my brother makes sport of provoking you.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of
Must
Matt
you
Smith right
indulge him?
now.
Any further performances like last night's will be answered.
Seems like a good king so far.
Understood, your grace.
As good as you can be. He's no Ned Stark, but you know, he's got the
King's
gold
Landing has been in
cloak,
decline
so-
since my grandmother passed. In the end, no city watch might be a good thing.
I disagree. The city's just gonna hate you. It was only a matter of time before we get to a whorehouse, wasn't it?
What troubles you, my prince? The king cannot replace you.
Is he insecure about being replaced? I don't think he is. His brother was quite nice to him.
Long leagues to be at these games. But I promise you will not be disappointed. When I look at the fine knights in these lists, I see a group without equal in our histories.
You had to have really good lungs for this. They didn't have
And this
speakers back then.
great day has been made more auspicious by the news that I am happy to share.
Of a son.
Queen Emma has begun her labours.
Oh, okay. Again, I don't think she'll survive, but there was a tournament in the beginning of season 1 of Game of Thrones, wasn't there, as well? That's when we met the Hound. That's what his name is, the Hound. There we go.
A mystery knight? No, a Cole of the Stormlands. I've never heard of House Cole.
Neither have I.
Princess Rhaenys Targaryen, I would humbly ask for the favour of the queen who never was.
Oh, that's so rude.
Good fortune to you, cousin.
I would gladly take it if I thought I needed it.
Is she resentful about the fact that she was never chosen?
You could have Baratheon's tongue for that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I recognise
Tongue will not change the success.
was it
Let
the
them
deer? No, the stag. The Baratheon shield.
What
Scottish.
do you know about the Sir Kristen Cole, Sir?
I'm told Sir Kristen is common-born son of Lord Dondarrion's steward, but other than that, and the fact that he's just unhorsed both of the Baratheon lads, I really couldn't say.
He's not bad looking. There you go. That's something. It's so weird seeing the Targaryen sigil everywhere. Just not used to it. At least not in King's Landing. He's gonna pick that Cole guy, isn't he? Oh, she clearly fancies him. Calm down. That armor is insane. Imagine having to wear that. So heavy. You, sire. What house is that? I don't recognise the sigil.
His first challenge, Prince Daemon Targaryen chooses Sir Gawain Hightower of Old
Hightower.
eldest son of the Hand of the King.
Oh shit, no. Oh, he's done that on purpose, the twat. I like the Hand of the King, whatever his name is. Something Hightower. So far, I like him. He's betting. Oh, he's such an arsehole. You can't do that. Is that allowed? He went for the horse. You can't do that. To be fair, I don't know the rules of jousting. But I'm pretty sure you can't go for the horse. You have to go for the guy on top of it, right? That's so fucked. Oh, poor horse.
Nicely done, Uncle.
Thank you, Princess. Now, I'm fairly certain I can win these games, Lady Alicent. Having your favour would all but assure it.
Is he playing hard to get? Yeah, exactly. Don't look so happy. Is it news about the Queen? Is she okay? Just what, she's dead or something? Okay, well, she's alive right now.
The infant is in breach, Your Grace. All attempts to turn the babe have failed.
Oh no.
Emma.
Emma?
Emma. I'm here.
Her name is Emma. We've got all those goofy ass names and then we've got Emma. Oh, he's pissed.
And the day grows ugly.
This is how we should celebrate the birth of our future king.
Look at these two.
None have known real war.
Oh, these two are gonna
Their lord sent them to the tourney field with
cause trouble for the king. Oh my god. That wasn't necessary. Oh, poor thing. Ew, no, I don't like that. Fuck. I mean, I was right, but sad. Sorry, I got some Sour Patch Kids.
During a difficult birth, it sometimes becomes necessary for the father to make an impossible choice.
Baby or wife?
To sacrifice one or to lose them both. A technique is taught at the Citadel which
depends on if
involves
it's a
cutting
boy or not.
directly into the womb to free the infant. But the resulting blood loss...
7 house bells.
He's gonna risk it, isn't he? He's gonna pick the baby. He wants a son that bad.
Child.
Just watch how it's a girl as well.
Or leave it with the gods.
He's gonna do it and he's gonna have a girl. Ew. I thought we were civilized people. We just saw someone get murdered, but fine. Jolly good. The difference in armor. And look at the shield different. Oh, all of it.
They're going to bring the babe out now.
You're going to die now. Goodbye.
I love you.
Childbirth, eh? She doesn't even get a choice.
What is happening?
We're just gonna cut you up. No, I don't want to watch that. No, I don't want to see this.
It's all right.
At least put her to sleep. Can they put her to sleep?
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. They're going to bring the babe out. It's all right. Please. I can bring the babe out.
No, this is gross.
I'm making the first incision. Please hold it still.
Don't be scared.
Oh shit. Get up, get up. If he had a bit more core strength, he could have brought himself up there. Oh, this isn't going to end well. Shit. Who is this guy? He's so good. Oh. No, I don't want to see this. It's not for me. No. Shitty piece of shield. It's a girl, just watch. Yeah, there we go. Don't get cocky. Remember what happened to what's his name? Pedro Pascal's character, Oberyn.
Yield.
Don't get cocky.
Yield.
Oh good, they don't kill each other. Well done. Yeah, I like him.
He's Dornish.
I was hoping to ask for the princess's favour.
Okay. This is the new Jon Snow of the show.
Princess?
Well done, Sir Kristen. Oh yeah, by the way, your mum's dead. You have a daughter. Come on.
You have a son.
Oh shit. That's so annoying. Why does he get a son out of all that? It's not fair.
Had you and the Queen chosen a name?
Bob.
Bane.
I got the first letter right. Do they mummify her? Is that their thing? You don't get to be sad, dickhead. The baby as well. Okay, I'm happy now. His son died. It was all for nothing. Loser. That's such an L. Oh, she's gonna resent him. Well, Daemon must be chuffed. Doesn't that mean he's the heir? Tell it. Rest in peace. That is quite sad. How's it gonna change him? That's fucked everything up. What is that thing that they do?
Where's
What is that ball?
Your Grace,
is it
this
marble?
is the last thing any of us wish to discuss at this dark hour, but I consider the matter urgent.
What?
What matter?
That of your succession.
Well, yeah.
These recent tragedies have left you without an obvious heir.
Mhm.
The king has an heir.
The succession is already set, by precedent and by law.
Shall we say his name?
Daemon?
Daemon Targaryen.
I don't think anyone likes
The
Daemon,
realm.
do they?
No
He's a bit
one can doubt his
unstable.
ambition. Look at what he did with the Gold Cloaks. The City Watch is fiercely loyal to him. An army 2,000 strong.
An army you gave him, Otto. I named Daemon Master of Laws, but you said he was a tyrant.
Yeah.
As Master of Coin, you said he was a spendthrift that would beggar the realm.
Yeah, why is
Putting Daemon
why is
in
he changing
command
his
of the
mind?
City
Otto.
Watch was your solution.
A half measure, Your Grace. The truth is, Daemon should be far away from this court.
Daemon
Oh, okay,
is my
yeah.
brother,
I agree, he should be far away.
my blood,
Are you gonna
and
fuck
he
him?
will have his place at my court.
Let him keep his place at court, Your Grace.
But don't make him
if
king.
the gods should visit some further tragedy on you, either by design or accident...
What are you saying? My brother would murder me.
Assassination.
Take my crown.
At the moment, oh, okay.
Daemon has ambition, yes, but not for the throne. He lacks the patience for it.
Oh, it's interesting that he's listening.
Who else would have a claim?
Your daughter, perchance? The one who actually is
The
your heir?
king's firstborn child.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra.
A girl.
No queen has ever sat the Iron Throne.
That
She
is
the
only
first
by
one.
tradition. Daemon would be a second Maegor, or worse. He is impulsive and violent.
I agree, but he's
It
not
is
going to
the
want to hear
duty
this,
of
is
this
he?
council, and I know that others here agree.
I will not be made to choose between my brother
Otto
and
is
my
not going to
daughter.
survive.
You wouldn't have to, Your
He's
Grace.
chatting too much shit.
There are others who would have a claim.
Such as your wife, Lord Corlys, but
How
the queen
convenient.
who never was.
Rhaenys was the only child of Jaehaerys' eldest son. She had a strong claim at the Great Council, and she already has a male
Just
heir.
moments ago.
If we cannot agree on an heir, then how can we
My
expect a
wife
realm?
and son are dead!
Whose fault is that?
I will not sit here and suffer crows that come to feast on their corpses!
Feast for Crows, that's one of the books. Yeah, I think Daemon will be he'll be trouble. And that's for sure. The same thing with this guy here. The one whose wife, the queen who never was. Those two will cause trouble. Hightower also will cause oh, they're all causing trouble. I love it. He's a sneaky bastard, isn't he? But I think I like him so far.
Send a raven to Old Town. Straight away.
Is this his daughter? This Alicent girl?
My darling.
Yeah, it seems like it. Good family. I like him so far.
How's Rhaenyra?
She lost her mother.
Well, yeah.
I found myself thinking of your own mother today.
Oh, she just died, didn't she?
How is his grace?
Very low.
He's in Notting Hill, isn't he?
I thought you might go to him, offer him comfort.
What kind of comfort?
In his chambers.
Oh. Has she done this in the past?
You might wear one of your mother's dresses.
That's disgusting.
I thought I might come and look in on you, Your Grace.
That's crazy. Look at that. Has he made this himself? It's quite impressive.
When my mother died, all I wanted was for someone to say that they were sorry for what happened to me. I'm very sorry, Your Grace.
Did not one person say, I'm sorry? I'm shocked. I'm sorry for your loss. Nobody said that.
I have a report I feel compelled to share.
What now?
Last night, Prince Daemon bought out one of the pleasure houses on the Street of Silk.
Street of Silk.
2.
King and council have long ruled my position as next in line for the throne.
What's he gonna
But,
say?
dream and pray as they all might, it seems I'm not so easily replaced.
He toasted Prince Balon,
To the king's son.
That's good of him.
styling him the heir for a day.
I don't know if that's a nice thing or not.
Did you say it?
I don't know what you mean.
I don't
You
know
will
what you
address
mean.
me as your grace, or I will have my Kingsguard cut out your tongue.
Oh, the brothers are beefing.
The heir for a day.
Okay, so he does take
Did you
offense with
say
that. I
it?
wasn't sure. Because it's accurate. Ooh, that was a
We
sour
still
one.
mourn in our own way, Your Grace.
My family has just been destroyed.
Again,
But
whose
instead
fault?
of being by my side, or Rhaenyra's, you chose to celebrate your own rise! You have no allies at court but me!
It's true.
I have only ever defended you!
And your daughter, to be fair.
Yet
Not
everything
that she
I've
counts.
given you, you've thrown back in my face!
You've only ever tried to send me away to the Vale, to the City Watch. Anywhere but by your side. 10 years you've been king, and yet not once have you asked me to be your hand.
Why would I do that?
Because I'm your brother.
Yeah.
And the blood of the dragon runs thick.
Then why do you cut me so deep?
I've only ever spoken the truth. I see Otto Hightower for what he is.
Which is?
An unwavering and loyal
A
hand.
cunt.
Oh, funny.
A second son who stands to inherit nothing he doesn't seize for himself.
Otto Hightower is a more honorable man than you could ever be.
He doesn't protect you.
To be fair, he gives off honourable vibes.
You're weak, Viserys.
Oh, that's not nice. He's just lost his wife and kid.
And that council of leeches knows it. They all prey on you for their own ends.
Well, they would do that with any king, wouldn't they?
I have decided to name a new heir.
My daughter.
I'm your heir. Not anymore. You are to return to Runestone and your lady wife at once.
And you are to do so without quarrel. By order of your king.
Oh, you're just making enemies. Oh shit. Family squabbles. Back to the wife. Maybe, was it an arranged marriage that he disapproved of? Or were they once close and then something happened and now they're beefing? Oh, he keeps cutting himself on the bloody chair. See, this is a point they make in the books, I'm pretty sure, about people getting cut on the chair. But they never showed it in the original show. It's supposed to be uncomfortable. It's supposed to signify the weight of being king. It's not an easy position. I think it's going to take me a little bit of time to remember these names, especially because they're so unusual, but...
Valerian was the last living creature to have seen old Valyria before the Doom.
It's a big-ass dragon, eh?
Its greatness and its flaws. When you look at the dragons, what do you see?
Fire.
What? You haven't spoken a word to me since Mother's funeral. And now you send your king's guard down...
Answer me.
Greatness.
I suppose I see us.
Okay.
Tell me.
Everyone says Targaryens are closer to gods than to men. But they say that because of our dragons.
Yeah, you're nothing without your dragons.
Without them, we're just like everyone else.
Tell it. You just got white hair and incest.
The idea that we control the dragons.
And purple eyes.
If we don't mind our own histories, it will do the same to us.
Good point.
Targaryen must understand this to be king. Or queen.
How many generations away are we from the Mad King?
I'm sorry, Rhaenyra.
Is it her son?
I have wasted the years since you were born. Wanting for a son.
I should have been focusing on you. Training you. She's not going to be happy about this. And how long is it before he dies? Aw, look at them. Cute. Daemon's going to manipulate her like crazy. He knows that she likes him.
Aye. Corlys Velaryon.
Corlys Velaryon. This is a very nice outfit. I like
Princess
it.
Rhaenyra.
But the Iron Throne is the most dangerous seat in the realm.
Then why would you want your daughter to have it?
I, Lord Hobart
You're just screwing her over.
Beacon of the South to Princess
She must be pissed off. She was desperate to be queen, and now look.
I pledge
This bitch gets it. Is this his wife?
Give me your hand.
Or is this the whore? She looks a lot like the whore. Where's Stark?
There's something else that I need to tell you.
What is it?
Might be difficult for you to understand.
God, what is
You
it?
must hear it. Aegon foresaw the end of the world of men.
Oh, winter is coming.
Tis to begin with a terrible winter,
Tell it.
gusting out of the distant north.
I, Rickon Stark,
There we are.
Lord of Winterfell.
Aegon saw
Aww.
absolute darkness riding on those
Stark.
winds.
Where's the Lannisters?
When this great winter comes, Rhaenyra, all of Westeros must stand against it.
Oh, see, they knew about
And
it
if the world
so
of
long
ministers
ago.
survive, a Targaryen must be seated on
They
the
just
Iron
completely ignored it.
Throne, strong enough to unite the realm against the cold and the dark.
Daenerys. Not quite.
Aegon called his dream the Song of Ice and Fire.
Yo! That's the book.
This secret, it's been passed from king to heir since Aegon's time.
Gorgeous. Breaker of chains.
Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and protector of the realm, Rhaenyra Targaryen, Princess of Dragonstone and heir to the Iron Throne.
Hooray! How old is she supposed to be? She looks like a baby. There we go, that was it. Oh, absolute tunes. Oh, that was fun, wasn't it? Key things to consider going forward. Daemon. I think he's going to be big trouble. Well, I know he's going to be big trouble. Well, the queen that never was. And her husband. Corlys? Those two are trouble. And Hightower. I think these are the three main things we got to worry about here. Hightower, I can't tell if I like him or not. Daemon obviously doesn't trust him. But is that just because Hightower doesn't trust him back? I don't know. Obviously he's hand of the king, so there is some political ambitions there. But generally I seem to agree with what he's saying. At the moment. I feel like he could cause trouble. And the fact that his daughter is the lady in waiting, he's using her for information, isn't he? He's like, so what does she say? Suspicious. I don't know. Queen that never was and husband. they're clearly very salty, and they have been for 10 years now. So I think it's only a matter of time before they get involved in some kind of shenanigans, wanting their son to be the heir and whatnot. Especially now that the whole thing was that she was a woman, but now they're bringing in a woman anyway. It's like, but to be fair, she's an older woman. Or maybe, I guess it's probably best to have someone who's in their, I don't know, 40s or 50s than to have like an actual child, which is what she seems to be. That being said, you know, she's not queen yet. It's only a case of when is Viserys, is that his name? When is he gonna die? Paddy Considine's character. Just because they're talking so much about the heir has me thinking we're not going to have to wait too long before he dies. Because they wouldn't make this into such a thing if we would then have to wait another 20, 30 years before she comes to the throne. I imagine she's going to change a lot now that this is a responsibility of hers. Maybe she becomes an absolute bitch. Her interest in Daemon is concerning. I don't approve. I think he's going to use her, and he's going to take advantage of that. That being said, so far it doesn't seem too bad. Like, he does seem kind of nice to her. And yeah, I can't tell if I like Daemon as well, because he is a bit of a, like, I think my main concern was the way he behaved with the Watch going into King's Landing and them just mutilating everyone, supposedly to get rid of the criminals, but I think that was all just bullshit. I don't know, maybe he does have, like, good intentions and yada yada, and he knows that he's disapproved of within, what are they called? The people at the round table, the guard, or whatever the fuck. He knows that none of them really like him. But he also seems to think that his brother is one of the people that doesn't like him as well, because he didn't have him, like, as the hand. But I do genuinely think that, well, before all this happened anyway, his brother did really like him. And, you know, maybe he didn't trust him to be the hand of the king, but he definitely was the only one standing up for him in that meeting. It'd be a shame. Imagine if Daemon kills his brother. That would be a shame. Yeah, because they're brothers, you know? It's so cool, so chill. I am a bit upset about the wife dying. I mean, I called it from the beginning. It was a shame, especially because the son was born and then died immediately afterwards. Because I was like, I hope they don't get a son out of this. There can't be a victory to come from murdering your wife. But I guess it kind of worked out in the end. I was a bit annoyed that there was a son. I thought if it's a daughter, then he'll have to be pissed off with. I think you'd be one of the, you know, the trope of like, I hate my child because they remind me of my dead wife. I thought they were going to go that route with it, but that's fine, you know, they killed off the son immediately. I was like, as long as there's no actual good thing to come out of it, there's no living son, then, yeah, I approve. And, oh yeah, who's this guy? This, shit, what was his name? The guy at the jousting, the tournament, the one who was really good. God, I can't remember his name now. Wasn't he from Dawn? He was Dornish. Very cool. I imagine he's going to become a thing as we go into the rest of the show. I'm curious to see how much of the other houses are going to be involved in this show. Like the Starks, the Targaryen... No, we've got enough of the Targaryens. The Starks, the Lannisters. So Hightower, I don't remember who was in Hightower originally. Should I look it up? What the fuck, I'll look it up. It was bloody Tyrell, wasn't it? Marjorie. Yeah, because I was thinking of that family, the Tyrell family, and I was like, I swear they belonged to one of them, but I just couldn't remember which one. Yes, there we go. So it was Marjorie and her family. They made mention of the Vale, which I'm pretty sure is where Catelyn Stark and her sister came from originally. That's where that nutty woman was, the one that... God, what was his name? You know that creepy guy? He tried to, like, he married her and then he chucked her out the... Fuck, it's all gone out of my brain. It's really unfortunate. I need to do an educating. But yeah, no, I'm curious to see how much of these other parts are going to be involved. Also, because in the original Game of Thrones series, there was a lot of moving around geographically. It wasn't all based in King's Landing. A lot of it was in the north, or by the Wall, or with Daenerys, we'd be on the other, what was it? Essos instead of Westeros. Was it Essos? Something like that. Yeah, we had all these different stuff going on in different locations to, you know, maintain interest, I think, in a way, because it was like, if you're bored of this storyline, you can go into this one, and there's something going on there. There's a bit for everyone. I don't know if they're going to do the same thing here. It feels like very heavy in King's Landing right now. I guess Daemon's going back to, what do they say? He's going back to somewhere, so I guess there is going to be some variation, but I don't think it's going to be to the same extent as Game of Thrones. I don't know. But, yeah, good fun. I do really like this world building stuff. It's exciting. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.